Welcome to the final meditation in our Finding Fulfillment in Life series. I'm honored to complete this journey with you today as we explore the culminating value of contribution. Over our previous sessions, we've traveled a path that began deep within yourself. We started by connecting with your authentic self, that core essence that remains when all masks are removed. We then explored your unique purpose, that inner compass that guides your journey. We expanded into connection, recognizing how we're woven into a tapestry of relationships that sustain us. And we embraced growth, honoring how challenges and change shape our evolution. Today, these four values, authenticity, purpose, connection, and growth, converge in contribution, the natural expression of a fulfilled life. When we give our authentic gifts in service to something beyond ourselves, we experience the deepest form of fulfillment available to us as human beings. Let's begin by centering ourselves in this present moment. Find a comfortable position that allows you to be both relaxed and alert. Gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Take a deep breath in and exhale completely, releasing any tension you might be carrying. Inhale again. And as you exhale, feel yourself settling more deeply into this moment. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your full attention to this time we share together. There's a beautiful paradox at the heart of fulfillment. The more we authentically give of ourselves, the more fulfilled we become. This runs counter to what our culture often suggests, that fulfillment comes primarily through what we acquire or achieve for ourselves. Yet the wisdom traditions across human history and modern psychological research agree. Lasting fulfillment emerges not from taking, but from giving. When we contribute to others' well-being, when we share our gifts in service of something we deeply value, we experience a sense of meaning that nothing else can provide. Think for a moment about times in your life when you felt most fulfilled, most alive. Perhaps it was creating something that others enjoyed, or supporting someone through a difficult time, or working toward a cause greater than yourself. In these moments, you are likely expressing your authentic gifts and contribution to others. Contribution exists within a natural cycle of giving and receiving. Just as in nature, where nothing exists in isolation, our giving flows from what we've received, and our contributions create ripples that eventually return to nourish us. The river gives to the ocean forms clouds, the clouds give rain, and the rain returns to the river. In the same way, our contributions flow in cycles that sustain both ourselves and the larger systems we're part of. Each of us is uniquely designed to contribute in different ways. Some contribute through nurturing others directly, some through creating beauty or solving problems, some through teaching wisdom or advocating for justice, some through tending to the earth or building structures that serve communities. Your unique contribution emerges from the intersection of your authentic self, your sense of purpose, your web of connections, and your growth journey. It's not about doing everything or saving the entire world. It's about offering your particular gifts in ways that align with your deepest values. As we move into our meditation, I invite you to explore how your unique contributions create ripples that extend far beyond what you can see, and how these ripples ultimately return to create the deepest fulfillment possible. In your mind's eye, imagine yourself standing at the edge of a perfectly still lake. The water is crystal clear, reflecting the sky above. The air is fresh and clean. You feel completely at peace in this sacred space. Take a moment to feel the earth beneath your feet, supporting you. Feel the gentle breeze against your skin. Hear the subtle sounds of life around you. This lake represents the interconnected web of life that we're all part of, the vast field of consciousness that holds and connects all beings. First, reconnect with your authentic self that we explored in our first meditation. Feel yourself standing here, free of pretense or performance, simply being who you truly are. Notice how it feels to be completely yourself. The relief, the homecoming, the quiet joy of authenticity. This authentic self is the source of your true gifts. From this place of authenticity, you have something genuine to offer the world. Not a performance or an imitation, but your unique expression. Now, reconnect with your sense of purpose that we explored in our second meditation. Feel that inner compass, that sense of direction that emerges when you're aligned with what truly matters to you. Your purpose isn't separate from your contribution. It's the particular way you're called to give your gifts. Feel how your purpose naturally wants to express itself through service to something beyond yourself. Next, reconnect with the web of connections we explored in our third meditation. Feel yourself as part of this vast living network, connected to other people, to the natural world, to the great mystery of existence itself. These connections aren't just sources of support for you, they're also channels through which your contributions flow. Visualize the many relationships in your life through which your gifts are shared. Now, reconnect with your growth journey that we explored in our fourth meditation. Honor how far you've come, the challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned. Feel how these experiences have shaped the unique contributions only you can make. Your growth journey has prepared you to give particular gifts. The wisdom gained through your difficulties, the strengths developed through your challenges, all of these become part of what you offer to others. Now, in your visualization, notice that beside you is a small, smooth stone. This stone represents your unique contribution to the world, formed by your authentic self, guided by your purpose, offered through your connections, and shaped by your growth. Pick up this stone. Feel its weight in your hand. This is the weight of your gift, substantial enough to matter, yet not so heavy that you cannot carry it. Look closely at this stone. Notice its unique patterns, colors, and textures. No other stone is exactly like this one. In the same way, your contribution has qualities that are uniquely yours, a particular blend of talents, perspectives, and experiences that no one else can offer in quite the same way. When you feel ready, gently drop this stone into the still lake before you. Watch as ripples begin to move outward in perfect circles from where your stone entered the water. These ripples represent how your contributions affect others, extending far beyond what you can directly observe. See how the initial ripple creates another, and then another, moving outward in ever-widening circles. A kind word to one person ripples out as they treat others with more kindness. A creative solution you offer ripples out as others build upon your idea. A stand you take for what you believe ripples out as others find courage to do the same. Follow these ripples with your awareness as they travel across the lake, eventually reaching distant shores. Your contributions touch lives you may never meet, in ways you may never know. The parent who is more patient with their child because of the support you offered. The stranger who found hope in something you created. The natural ecosystem that flourishes because of your care. The future generations who benefit from the positive changes you helped create. Now, notice something remarkable. As these ripples reach the far shores of the lake, they don't simply disappear. They reflect back, returning toward you across the water. As these return ripples approach you, see that they carry gifts back to you, the natural return flow of your contributions. Not because you gave in order to receive, but because giving and receiving are part of the same sacred cycle. These return ripples might bring unexpected opportunities, meaningful relationships, inner growth, or simply the profound satisfaction of knowing your life has mattered to others. Notice, too, that you're not the only one creating ripples on this lake. Others are also contributing their gifts, and their ripples move across the water, eventually reaching you. Allow yourself to receive these gifts from others with the same openness with which you give your own. Observe the entire lake now, with all these ripples moving in harmony, giving and receiving, contributing and being contributed to, a continuous dance of interconnection. As you stand at the edge of this lake, feel the deep fulfillment that comes from knowing you are both a giver and receiver in this great exchange. Feel how your authentic contributions create meaning that transcends your individual life, connecting you to something larger and more enduring than yourself. This is the culmination of fulfillment, not an endpoint, but a continuous cycle of giving from your authentic core and receiving in turn what nourishes your further growth and contribution. Take a few moments now to rest in this feeling of deep fulfillment, allowing it to permeate every cell of your being. Gently begin to bring your awareness back to your physical surroundings while maintaining that sense of fulfillment and connection we've been exploring. When you're ready, I invite you to reflect on several questions. You might want to journal about these after our session, or simply contemplate them now. First, how do you currently contribute to others' well-being? Consider the various ways, both large and small, that you already give your gifts to others. These might include formal roles like your work or volunteering, but also the everyday ways you contribute through your presence, your attention, your care for others. Second, what unique gifts are you not yet fully sharing? Is there an aspect of your authentic self, your purpose, or your growth journey that is asking to be expressed more fully as a contribution to others? What might be holding you back from offering these gifts? Third, what legacy of contribution would fulfill you most deeply? If you imagine looking back at the end of your life, what forms of contribution would give you the greatest sense that your life had meaning and purpose? How might you move toward that vision, even in small ways, starting now? Finally, I invite you to create a personal statement of contribution, a simple sentence or two that captures how you wish to give your gifts to the world. This isn't about grand declarations, but about clarifying your intention. It might begin with, "I contribute by," or "My gifts to others include," or "I serve by." Allow this statement to emerge naturally from your authentic self, your purpose, your connections, and your growth journey. Keep it simple, specific, and true to who you are. Remember that this statement can evolve as you do. The specific forms of your contribution may change throughout different seasons of your life, but the essence, giving from your authentic core, remains the same. As we come to the conclusion of our meditation series on finding fulfillment, we can see how these 5 values, authenticity, purpose, connection, growth, and contribution, work together in beautiful harmony. Authenticity reveals your true nature. Purpose directs your authentic energy. Connection weaves you into the fabric of life. Growth evolves your capacity over time. And contribution expresses all of these as a gift to the world. This is not a linear path with a final destination, but a spiral of continuous unfolding. Each act of authentic contribution deepens your connection to yourself and others. Each experience of connection reveals more about your authentic purpose. Each step on your growth journey enhances your capacity to contribute. Fulfillment is found not in perfecting these values once and for all, but in practicing them day by day, returning to authenticity when you've lost your way, recommitting to purpose when you feel adrift, renewing connections when you feel isolated, embracing growth when you feel stagnant, and finding new ways to contribute when you feel your gifts are unneeded. As you continue your journey beyond these meditations, may you remember the deep wisdom we've explored together, that the most profound fulfillment comes not from what you acquire or achieve, but from who you become and what you give as you live from your authentic core.